everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so grateful that you are here. My name is Nikki and I use my clairaudient and channeling abilities to help people find the magic within. If you're new here, welcome. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload new videos every week. Today, I will be channeling messages from Stevie Nicks songs. Stevie Nicks is one of the lead singers from the band Fleetwood Mac, and her music has always spoken to me on a soul level, and I think there are a lot of really good messages that one can take from her music. So in the next part of the video, you will see 4 piles. Please meditate on the pile that is speaking to you and go to the timestamps that I provide down below to go directly to your reading from there. Also, if any part of a message does not resonate, just know that message is not for you. Don't try to force something that does not fit. Only take what resonates and leave what does not. Let's jump into the readings. Hey, pile number 1, welcome to your reading. Which Stevie Nicks song has a message for you? I will be using a Spotify playlist called This is Stevie Nicks, so let's see what your song is. We have I Sing for Things. Okay, pile number 1, I'm going to go channel the lyrics from that song, and I will be right back. Sit tight. Okay, pile number 1, here are your channeled lyrics from the song I Sing for Things by Stevie Nicks. You say you don't believe. Well, could you just look at me? Look deep into my eyes, my love. Well, have you ever been in love? Have you touched the soul of someone? Did the fear inside you make you turn and run? I have your pile right here. Let's see what your cards have to say, pile number 1. First card, we have stillness is the key to success. So I want to talk about this card first and your lyrics. So what I'm picking up on very, very strongly is there is a fear of really allowing oneself to fall in love. But it's first stemming from a belief that love does not exist. I keep hearing, I don't believe in love. I don't believe in love. And I'm actually being shown a scene from a movie, St. Elmo's Fire. Andrew McCarthy plays a character named Kevin in that film, and he repeatedly in the film says, love sucks. And that it's an illusion or something like that. This is what I keep, Spirit is showing me these are things that you are saying, that you don't believe in love, that love sucks, that it doesn't exist. And Spirit is here to ask you to really allow yourself to go within yourself, because stillness is the key to success here. And stillness you can learn through meditation, just by sitting with yourself and allowing your thoughts to come to the surface, to the point where you learn to observe them but not attach to them. You don't have to attach yourself to the belief that love does not exist. if you truly believe that it doesn't, that is what will manifest in your reality. But when you shift your perception and you truly believe in love, that love is all around you, it is within you, it is who you are, that is when things start to shift. So I want to place my hand on this card and see what else Spirit wants to channel messages through me to get to you. Stillness is the key to success. What do you want to tell pile number 1, Spirit? Thank you. Some of you have clairaudient abilities already. You too can hear guidance from Spirit. And when you allow yourself to be still, you will train yourself to hear them more powerfully because you're opening yourself up to the spiritual realm and allowing yourself to hear any messages that want to come through. So stillness will help you listen to your intuition and pay attention to the guidance that is being given to you right now. What else, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah, it's about showing up for yourself, doing things that, first and foremost, you love to do. The path to loving yourself and to manifest the love into your life, it first starts with you. So where do you need to show up for yourself in your life? And not allow yourself to be held captive by your current reality. So it's all about figuring out and moving towards that which you love. Because on a soul level, we already know what we love. It's just that when it comes to the surface, during that stillness where it's like, yes, this is what you were meant to do, go in this direction, sometimes we put up resistance because then that means we have to take action. We have to pay attention to all the fears that are coming up around these things. So stillness and meditation, you are going to get a lot of clarity around any relationship issues you're having at this time. You'll get clear about what your true beliefs about love are, and you'll figure out ways to truly show up for yourself. Thank you, Spirit. Any other messages from this card? I'm hearing to dance with the universe. The universe really wants to co-create with you. And this is about getting to a place of surrendering that which you desire, because when we don't have faith in what it is we want to manifest, we have a tendency to try to control and force outcomes when the universe's way is so much better than how we thought we could bring it to ourselves. So the universe is saying, you've put your order in for this relationship you want, this love you want in your life. Just allow the universe to work through you so that you can co-create together. And then you'll see that things shift in a very powerful way as you learn to let go of the fear, of the worry, just having that inner knowing within you that everything is going to be okay and that the love you want is manifesting because you are love. And you come into these powerful realizations the more you surrender. So it's all about surrendering here and dancing with the universe, co-creating together, realizing that you don't have to do it all on your own. You don't have to control it all. You can let the universe help you in a very powerful way, pile number 1. So allow that love in. Next we have the hero of your cosmic journey. So yeah, you are the hero of your own journey. That's where the message, it all begins with you, was coming through very strongly. So With the lyrics in the song, you say you don't believe. Well, could you just look at me? Look deep into my eyes, my love. Have you ever been in love? Have you touched the soul of someone? Did the fear inside you make you turn and run? Spirit is showing me that there is a hesitancy here to really look at yourself and give yourself the love that you deserve. Like, I'm being shown a bathroom mirror where someone, when they're getting ready every day, they refuse to even really look at themselves in the mirror. They go about their day, they brush their teeth, but they don't take a moment to look themselves in the eyes, into their own soul, and say, you know what, I really love you. I am so proud of you. Saying these things to yourself in a mirror is really, really powerful. And if you have an issue with truly seeing yourself, then this explains the situation in your life where some of you may feel like you're not being seen and heard. You have to first see and hear yourself. If you want people to see and hear you, you have to see and hear yourself. You have to love yourself. It is so, so important. And, all honesty here, this was something I did for many, many years. I never would look at myself in the mirror. I would just go about getting ready and then move into my day. I didn't take time to really appreciate myself as a person. So I completely resonate with those of you who have that same issue. But the more that I have allowed myself to truly see myself, very powerful shifts have been taking place in my reality. And once you do this, you'll see what I mean. You start to see love reflected to you in your reality the more that you see and love yourself. Say loving words to yourself in the mirror. You start to experience shifts in a very powerful way. So I want to put my hand on the hero of your cosmic journey and see what Spirit would like to tell you with this card. Thank you, Spirit. What do you want to tell pile number 1? They keep showing me this white bar, and it kept moving up and down against a red background. And one thing I heard was unrealistic expectations. So I feel like a block for some of you is really striving for a certain type of perfection that does not exist. Like setting the bar to a point that is in a sense unrealistic in terms of perfection. Now, this does not mean to not set the bar really high for yourself and aim and go big. By all means, do that. But it's all about being more gentle with yourself. Your soul is really, really speaking to you. And I'm being shown how there are a lot of reflections in your reality that have been showing up to try to get you to recognize this pattern. So the pattern of perfectionism, you may see that there are people in your reality who are also very hard on themselves. Pay attention to what the people in your life are saying. You might hear them say, oh, I could never do that. I'm not good enough to go after my dreams. Nobody would read my writing if I wrote it. These are reflections of how you view yourself and perfectionism. This is showing you the pattern. It's like revealing it to you. It's holding up a mirror so that you can break the pattern once and for all. And I am also hearing that for some of you, you do get triggered by people who are hard on themselves, but that's because you are hard on yourself. If you are hard on yourself, you're seeing reflections in other people, and it's a sign to let go of all judgment towards yourself. And like the love that you're feeling for these people in that moment when you hear them judge themselves harshly, give that love to yourself too. You deserve that love just as much as everybody else deserves that love. Okay, Spirit, what else is coming through with the Hero of your Cosmic Journey card here? I keep seeing like little communication bubbles. You know, in those cartoon strips where they draw the bubble and they have the words written inside, I feel like there's a need here to communicate more. So, the hero of your cosmic journey, this represents the journey that you are on and recognizing these patterns in your life because you are being illuminated in the sense of cutting away what no longer serves. So that's why we have a sword on the card here. It's just like, I recognize my power. I see these patterns. I know I can make a new decision to shift myself into a new reality because I am the hero of my own cosmic journey. So, one of the things that was coming up was perfectionism. And the next thing was really learning to communicate and also to listen to the people in your life. I just came across this pattern myself. I could not figure out why. I kept running into people getting my orders wrong at the like fast food places and people just even in restaurants in general. So I went out to eat and I ordered a cavatelli with no meat because I'm a vegetarian, and the waitress was like, "Oh, there is no meat in that already." But when I got my meal, there was meat in it. And then I went to Panera the other day and I ordered a chocolate croissant that went along with my sandwich that I had, and they forgot to give me my croissant. So I had to go back through the line and right the wrong. So I'm hearing right the wrongs and also really listen and pay attention to what people are saying. Like that's also how you can allow yourself to feel seen and heard is by really paying attention to what people are saying, like letting people feel seen and heard. And a good way to let people know you're listening is to repeat back what they are saying to let them know that you are on the same wavelength, that you're communicating with one another and really listening to what is being said. Your next card is Coming Soon. Welcome to the next ascending age. So yeah, pile number 1, there is an awakening taking place within you. And one of the biggest lessons that you are in the process of learning right now is all about your belief system around love, because that is what the lyrics in the song are perpetuating the most here. Like the very first line is, "You say you don't believe." And I kept hearing, "I don't believe in love. Love sucks. Love is an illusion." And these are all beliefs. So Spirit is showing me that your beliefs around love are really being shaken up right now. And it's because you are ascending. You are raising your vibration. And when we are in the process of graduating and ascending to the next level of consciousness, all the fears that no longer serve us, that we need to cut away with this sword, they're going to show up because we can't take them with us. Fear is a valid emotion to have, but we cannot take any fear with us. We have to be fearless. So I'm going to place my hand on this card and see what is coming through with your particular ascension right now, pile number 1. I'm hearing teacher. Some of you have a mission to teach people certain things. I'm hearing awareness. Some of you are here to bring an awareness, channel messages into the 3D reality so that people can have that new awareness about a new way of being. Yeah, they're guiding me to the final lyric in the song. Did the fear inside make you turn and run? So fear is being illuminated here. Any fear that is perpetuating in a certain cycle, those are coming up to be healed right now for you to cut away, because you're on your hero's journey here. It's the next level of your ascension. So what else do you want to tell pile number 1 with this card, Spirit? Thank you. They're pointing out the actual title of the song. I sing for things. They want you to know that yes, we will always we can accumulate things in our life, but ultimately things aren't what give us true happiness. Money doesn't buy happiness. There's a quote that says, "Collect moments, not things." It's the memories of things that really help us come alive even more. And when we collect moments, I feel like that's a huge part of where joy comes from, remembering memories that truly brought us happiness and choosing to be happy now because everything is happening right now anyway. But yeah, they're pointing out to get to the next level of your ascension process, to really learn how to cultivate and collect memories and not get caught up in what things can do for you. Things are fun to have. They make the human experience very fun, but it's the people in our life, the memories that we cultivate, that make everything really worthwhile. So I feel like this is a situation you're going through right now, pile number 1, learning how to collect memories and seeing the value that people can bring to your life. This is something that will help you believe in love more as you open your eyes to the love that is already around you. That will help you believe in it more. Next, we have 4 of Pentacles. And that's interesting because this card can represent being frugal, wanting security, and also conservation. So I'm going to place my hand on the card here and see what Spirit is bringing through. There's a fear here also of really wanting to spend money, and Spirit wants you to know that money is energy, and if we continue to hoard our money in bank accounts, then that's giving it like this stagnant energy when there are fun things to explore. I'm hearing take a vacation. Some of you need to take a vacation in the sense of allowing yourself to cultivate one of those memories, one of those moments that Spirit was talking about. If you have a vacation planned, this is going to be really, really fun, is what I'm seeing. It's going to be very memorable. So make sure also, I'm hearing, to take lots of photos so that you can look back on this time after it has passed and just really practice gratitude and to value this moment that you are having with your loved ones, whoever you're going on this trip with. And for some of you, Spirit is saying, take that trip. Don't worry about money. You are always going to be provided for. You are divinely guided and protected. So if you have been thinking about a vacation but have been concerned about your money, don't worry about that. Just go. Collect that moment. Don't worry about the things, is what Spirit is saying here. What else do you want to say with this card, Spirit? Thank you. I keep hearing clinging. So for some of you, I'm seeing there is a tendency to cling on to memories from the past, and that kind of disrupts your present moment right now with these moments that you want to cultivate in the present moment right now. Spirit is saying that these memories from the past, you're bringing them into your present, and it's not allowing you to really enjoy the present moment right now, because you keep reliving something from the past and it's this pattern. So there's some fears here around something from the past that needs to be let go of. So this is like where surrender is going to really, really help you, and getting still so that you can hear how you can go about letting go. Because, oftentimes people say, let go, let go. If it were that easy, we would all do it. But listening to yourself, you will learn the best way to let go for you. Once you set that intention, you say, I am willing to let go of my past, then Spirit will start reflecting to you situations and people that can teach you how to truly let go. Because I think it looks different for everybody, because we've all gone through so many different things in our life that I think the surrender process, the letting go process, it looks different for everyone. I think it all comes to the same common goal, but I think the process for everybody is different. So this is why it's important to listen to yourself first and foremost, so that you can learn what's the best way to let go for you. It's going to look different for everybody. Next we have Tarantula. So I'm going to place my hand on this card and see what comes through. Thank you, Spirit. What do you want to say with the tarantula? I'm hearing, don't allow yourself to get caught in someone else's web. You have all the resources and tools you need within you to create your own web, because I'm being drawn to the creativity of a web. And there's actually a spider web in my doorway downstairs, and every night the spider will rebuild it. He tears it down and rebuilds it every single night. So I'm picking up on this energy of starting and then stopping something. So there has to be consistent forward motion. It's okay to try new things, but if we keep starting and stopping, the energy will stay stagnant. So what else do you want to say with this tarantula card? I'm hearing some of you have a fear of spiders. What else, Spirit? They're saying that your fear of spiders can actually teach you a lot about your current situation. So it might prove beneficial to read up on the spirit animal of the spider to see what their strengths are, and to also read up spiritual reasons why people have been afraid of spiders. They're showing me there's something connected to having a fear of spiders that is representative of a fear that keeps repeating in your life right now. The spider is showing up to help you learn to let go of this fear, whatever this is for you. So do some research on fears of spiders, the spider strength, because there's something here with the spider that will help you transcend a certain fear that's repeating in your life right now. Next we have, I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. Okay, what is coming through with this card, Spirit? Thank you. They're showing me a pattern of jealousy and comparing. And it's interesting because I'm reading a book about detoxing from judgment, and Gabrielle Bernstein wrote this book, and she always says a prayer when she feels like she's judging someone. She sets the intention to see the light in these people, to say the prayer, I see the light in you. I see the light in all of these people. Because then you're training your mind to look for the good rather than what one would want to judge someone for. It is a very powerful shift in the brain when we choose to see the light in someone, even if it's someone that really knows how to trigger us. It helps you to perceive through the eyes of love. And this is something else that will help you believe in love more as well, by training yourself to see the light in other people instead of just focusing on the darkness. You allow yourself to witness the darkness, but you choose to see people in the light and their light qualities. Any other messages with this card, Spirit? Yeah, they're saying love casts out all fear. And the main message here is your belief system around how you perceive love. And they're only thoughts, they're only beliefs, and they can be changed. Next we have protection. Call back your power. Cut the cord. Soul retrieval. So yeah, there's a need here to protect your energy pile, number one. So I am picking up on past life energy here, and also current life energy where there have been people who have hurt you, and I'm being shown that some of your soul fragments are still with these people. Spirit is saying to call your power back. There are soul retrieval meditations you can do to do this. Do some cord cutting meditations with your angels, your spirit guides, your energetic support team. And yeah, in the morning when you start your day, say, I lovingly call my power back to me. And when you get in the momentum of doing that every day, slowly but surely, your power returns to you. Because if we have obsessed about someone in the past, or someone hurt us and we gave all our power away to them, then we need to call that back to us. Because if there are parts of our soul in past lives with other people where we have left it, we will feel that disconnect within us. So by calling it back to you, you are believing that you are whole and complete, and really protecting your energy. Also do some meditations to protect yourself from people who have a tendency to drain your energy, and just really be discerning about what you let into your energetic field. Protection is very important. Calling your power back is very important. And doing a soul retrieval to get back those lost soul fragments. Call those back to you. And your last card is perception. So yeah, that's what we were talking about at the beginning here. So you say you don't believe. If this is a belief system within you, not believing in love, then it's a matter of your perception. And when you start to cultivate the mindset that love really does exist, that you believe in it, it starts to be magnified out here. You start to see reflections of people loving one another, like opening doors for one another. You see a soul tribe over here just laughing. You see examples of love. You see children joyful and playing all around you. When we have the perception that love does not exist, then we have a tendency to stay in this isolation type energy that just keeps perpetuating isolation. People not talking to each other. People not having relationships that work out. And we hear these things with the conversations in our reality. So your perception is so important, and it is linked to your heart chakra. So your perception will help you open your heart more and help you believe in love, because it does exist. You are love. Pile number 1, you are love. And stillness is your success to getting there, to shaking up that belief system even more. That is all that I am seeing. Thank you, pile number 1. Those are your messages. If your reading resonated, if you enjoyed the reading, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I will see you on the next one. Bye. Hey, pile number 2, welcome to your reading. Which Stevie Nicks song has a message for you? I will be using a Spotify playlist called This is Stevie Nicks, so let's see what your song is. For what it's worth. Okay, pile number 2. I will go channel the lyrics from that song, and I will be right back. Sit tight. Okay, pile number 2. Here are your channeled lyrics from the song For What It's Worth by Stevie Nicks. I got to sing, I got to dance, I got to be part of a great romance. Still forbidden, still outrageous. Only a few around us knew, but no one said a word. It was contagious. Have your pile right here. Let's see what your messages are. By spreading loving energy, I attract more love. So what I'm picking up on pile number 2 with this card and the lyrics in the song here is that you're a very loving person. I can feel that you are somebody who truly accepts people for who they are. And what's really drawing me in this message in the song here, I got to be part of a great romance, still forbidden, still outrageous. Only a few around us knew, but no one said a word. It was contagious. So I do feel that there was a relationship in the past that some of you took part in that it felt wrong in a sense, kind of because of what society said should be normal for what a relationship should be. So I am picking up on LGBTQ Q type relationships. I do feel that there was some same sex relationships going on here, also forbidden in the sense of maybe an age difference. There could be race differences, just some type of romance where some people in the world have had a tendency to judge harshly. I feel like there was a whirlwind romance for you when it came to something that was considered forbidden, but actually isn't really forbidden. It's important for people to be who they are and to express love in whatever way feels good to them. But what is really interesting here is that the bottom line says it was contagious. So there were a few people, I'm being shown, that knew about this forbidden romance that you took part in, but they too were accepting about it, and people kept it on the down low, not as to expose anything or to expose anyone's secrets or whatnot. But at the same time, the loving energy that was being perpetuated through these groups of people that did know, it was loving energy. And because you were spreading that loving energy, it attracted more to you. That's why you attracted these people who were supportive of you with this love that you felt so strongly for. And I do see that you keep thinking about this in the past. It was something that took place in the past. I don't feel like this is a person that you are with right now. Or I'm also seeing some situations where some of you have surprisingly ran into this person, and it's bringing up all of the joy that you had when you did have a relationship with this person. Because the first lyrics of the song here, it says, I gotta sing, I gotta dance, I gotta be part of a great romance. So I feel like this relationship was something that really opened your heart. Like I'm just seeing like a heart going out into the world. And that love, this love in this relationship, whatever it was, it really radiated out to the people around you. It was contagious. That love was contagious. And that's what happens when we are true and authentic to ourselves. People resonate more with the vibration of love than they do the vibration of fear. And that's because we are love. Now, we can still feel fear. People can stay in lower states of consciousness, not wanting to accept the higher vibrations of love. But love is so powerful that even in the most unbelieving of people, love has the power to open their eyes. So you are a very loving person. And the loving energy that you are spreading, you are attracting more love into your life. Just remember that. People always resonate with love. Even if it's something that has been looked at as forbidden, by infusing love into that type of situation, love will just continue to perpetuate because love is more strong than fear is. Next, we have cut away what is no longer needed for you. Okay, what is going on with this card, Spirit? I'm going to place my hand on the card and see what I can hear. Thank you, Spirit. Cut away what is no longer needed for you. What would you like to tell pile number 2? I'm hearing a relationship. There are certain relationships that I'm being shown don't make you feel very good. And Spirit is saying to pay attention to how you feel and then make a discernment whether or not that is something you want to move away from. Because we can continue to stay in relationships with people that just bring us down, don't make us feel good, but that's not speaking our authentic truth. And you have free will, and I don't think it's really fair to say, just cut all ties and walk away. In some of my earlier videos, I think I did say something along those lines. Like, I do think it's important to let go of what no longer serves you. But a huge lesson that I have just learned recently, there was a belief within me that, like, relationships, like between a boyfriend or girlfriend and vice versa, love relationships, that if they were going to break up, that it had to end badly. And there was a quote from a movie, I'm pretty sure Tom Cruise said it in a film. It was something along the lines of, all things end badly, otherwise they wouldn't end. And I do not agree with that anymore. I think relationships can end in a respectful way. I think that when we have that belief that everything has to end badly, then that is just what we keep perpetuating. And if we have that bad energy of a relationship that ends badly, we're kind of taking that energy with us into our next relationship. And then if that one ends badly, it just continues to create this cycle. So we can choose to believe that relationships that no longer serve us don't have to end badly. We can walk away with our heads high. We can end it in a respectful way. We can be true and authentic and have integrity about how we end relationships. It's just a matter of what is going on in your current situation right now and paying attention to how you feel on the inside. And a good indication of that is if you don't have peace. If you don't have peace within you, that's a good indication that something is not right in the relationship and that your intuition is telling you to move in a new direction. So you have free will, and it's important for you to first and foremost listen to yourself. But I am being shown that there are things that need to fall away in order for you to move to where it is you need to be. And I'm going to place my hand on the card again and see what else is coming up here. Thank you, Spirit. What else do you have to say in regards to this card? Yeah, for some of you, it's in regards to a job that isn't fulfilling you as well. A job you may need to walk away from to move towards your passions and your joy, to make space for something new. Anything else, Spirit? They're showing me you're actually getting reflections in your reality. I'm being shown like scissors cutting paper. So if you've been working on a project where scissors were cutting paper, this was like a synchronicity of you needing to cut away what is no longer needed for you. So if you're seeing scissors in your reality, that is a message from your spirit guides. Anything else, Spirit? Now they're showing me a tree, like the tree on the card here. They're emphasizing the need to get grounded. So do what you can to ground your energy. That will help you stay strong as you're releasing what no longer serves you, so that you can stay in your power and still come from that place of integrity when letting go or cutting away what no longer serves you, pile number 2. Next, we have the King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, there is a relationship here. It's between a masculine and a feminine energy. Now, gender does not matter because oftentimes there can be a same-sex relationship between two women where one is the divine masculine and one is the divine feminine. So this is just divine feminine and masculine energies here. It does not matter gender. Gender does not matter here. So the first foremost thing that I was hearing was relationship. So for the vast majority of you on the pile, there is a relationship here that is really draining you. The masculine energy is someone who is really in tune with their emotions and has a naturally high vibe. The divine feminine energy in this relationship is what is coming across as more toxic here. So, and I am being told to emphasize that if this is a heterosexual relationship, the man in the relationship could be the one with the divine feminine energy, and the female could be the one with the masculine energy. So definitely don't take this in terms of gender, take this in terms of energy. But whoever in the relationship has the polarity of divine feminine energy, this is the energy that is coming across as toxic in this relationship. The masculine and feminine energies need to be balanced. And if you do that within you, you will start to see a shift in your situation and in your reality. But the King of Cups is someone who's very in tune with his emotions. He knows how to fill up his own cup. He knows how to really communicate his feelings. The divine masculine here knows how to communicate feelings, but I'm hearing certain phrases come through here, so I want to tune into what the divine masculine is saying here. Thank you, Spirit. What is the King of Cups saying here? He's saying don't let them walk all over you. Take your power back. Feel your emotions. The King of Cups is someone who is very emotional, but has a good handle on them. What is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse saying here? This is more of a toxic energy that is coming through, and it's through the divine feminine. I'm hearing you can't go out with your friends, so I am picking up on a codependent relationship here. I'm hearing you never listen to me. With my eyes closed, I actually saw a shadow go across my face, so I feel like this divine feminine is really immersed in her shadow self right now. Yeah, this Queen of Pentacles in reverse needs more self-love, needs to see her value more, because this divine feminine is placing all of her eggs into this King of Cups basket, looking to him to give her happiness when she first needs to give that to herself. That's why she's unhappy. It's because she needs to choose to be happy right now and realize that she doesn't need anyone else outside of her to validate her, to give her approval. Because the divine masculine, he's already confident in who he is. And there's a lot of love for this Queen of Pentacles here, but it is draining the relationship. It is taking a toll on the relationship. So what is the solution for this relationship, Spirit? Communicate with one another. Communicate what you need. And if peace cannot be found in this relationship, perhaps it's time to walk away. Let's see what some of the other cards say here. We have Spider. And we have Bear. Okay, what's the message coming through for the Spider, Spirit? Look at how cool the web looks. I keep hearing creativity. So I think by focusing on creative passions, that could potentially help this relationship where people are focusing on the things they love and what they want to create for themselves, because it will prove to each person how amazing they are, how you can create your own reality, how you can create whatever it is you want and move in the direction of your passions. But also there's a sense of not allowing yourself to get trapped, because the spider creates this web so that other insects can get caught in the web. And once they're caught in it, it can be very difficult to get out. So for some of you, this divine feminine is not being honest. And they're showing me how there are other people who she has done this to, this divine feminine energy. Like there are other people trapped in her web for some of you. This person isn't being honest. And I'm being shown that the more authentic and true you are to yourself, any lies that this divine feminine has been perpetuating, you'll see them for what they are. The truth will be revealed to you as you free yourself from her web. With the bear, what's going on with the bear, Spirit? The bear is a very loving energy, but also very strong when it needs to be. Like I'm being shown that scene in The Reverend with Leonardo DiCaprio, the scene where he's fighting with the bear, how strong the bear is. Like, I also, I think that it's only when the bear is really, really triggered, though. What other messages are coming through for the bear? I'm hearing hibernate, because bears, they hibernate for a long time. I feel like if this is something you have just walked away from, or if you decide to walk away from it, there will need to be some hibernation that takes place. There will need to be some rest so that you can rejuvenate your energy, so that you can transmute any negative energy that this relationship caused, so you don't take it into your next one, into your next relationship. Because this hibernation period that you'll take, if you choose to do that, it will really help you get clear on what you want in a relationship. You know you don't want traits of this divine, feminine, toxic energy. You'll get really clear on what it is you do want and what you don't want. And yeah, the bear is just really protective. I feel like you're going to learn to protect yourself, protect your emotions without closing off your heart, without building walls up around you, setting healthy boundaries with people, because you know what you will and will not put up with. Next we have, I surrender to a power greater than me. So yes, there is an element of surrender here. So what's the message with this card? Any other messages you want to bring through spirit for pile number 2? I hear you're protected. So if some of you have been thinking of a way out of your current situation, whether that's a job or a relationship that's toxic right now, the higher power is asking you to surrender, to let go of any fears and worries, knowing that you are supported 100%. You have nothing to worry about. Have more faith, have trust is what I'm hearing. They're drawing me back to the lyrics in this song. For those of you who have reminisced about this past romance, but perhaps you're in this toxic relationship right now that needs to be walked away from, and maybe you've been wanting to manifest this person back in your life, Spirit is saying to surrender, to let go of how you think it should happen, but also to walk away from anything that no longer serves you, so that you can make space for the universe to bring you what you want in a way that is so much better than you could have wanted for yourself. Next we have yes. Just say yes. What's the message with this card other than yes, Spirit? They're saying say yes to yourself. Say yes to love. Spread in that loving energy. You already are a loving person to begin with. Say yes to that vacation you want to take, for those of you who've been pondering that. Say yes to a new opportunity that's come your way. Say yes to an invitation that's come your way. Say yes to life is what they're saying. Say yes to your joy, your love, your passion. Say yes to yourself is the most prevalent message coming through with this card. And your last card is abundance. So also say yes to abundance. Say yes to money flow coming in. What else do you want to say with the abundance card? Say yes to an abundance of love coming in. Abundance is not just money. Abundance is our relationships. Abundance is everything around us. The sky, the ocean, the people in our life. It's everything around us that brings us joy. And when you open your eyes to it, it becomes magnified. And the more that you perpetuate that loving energy, that abundance of loving energy within yourself, your energy is so contagious, pile number 2. So that is all that I am seeing. If your reading resonated, if you enjoyed the reading, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I will see you on the next one. Bye. Hey, pile number 3, welcome to your reading. Which Stevie Nicks song has a message for you? I will be using a Spotify playlist called This is Stevie Nicks, so let's see what song is yours. We have Planets of the Universe. Okay, pile number 3, I'm going to go channel the lyrics from that song, and I will be right back. Sit tight. Okay, pile number 3, here are your channeled lyrics from the song Planets of the Universe by Stevie Nicks. No doubt, no pain, come ever again. Well, let there be light in this lifetime, in the cool, silent moments of the nighttime. I have your pile right here. Let's see what your messages are. I show up for myself and the world. To travel further on my path of personal growth, I call on my spiritual running buddies for help. Okay, so let's talk about these 2 cards and the lyrics in the song. No doubt, no pain, ever come again. So this is about letting go of all the doubt and showing up for yourself and for the world. Let there be light in this lifetime, in the cool, silent moments of the nighttime. So this has vibes of lights being shown on the shadow aspects of yourself. So I feel like there's some difficult patterns that you are going through, but Spirit is saying continue to show up for yourself and for the world. And asking for help is not a weakness. To travel further on your path of personal growth, you have spiritual running buddies all around you that you can call on for help. When you ask them for help, they will step in and help you. And this is a pattern that I have been working to break in my own life. One of truly allowing help from other people, asking for help from other people, because my whole life I've been so used to doing everything on my own. So I created a belief within myself that it would be burdensome to ask other people for help. But we have our energetic support team around us all the time, and also people in our physical reality that are there to help us as well. We just need to ask. And I exerted this not too long ago. I said, because my spirit guides kept saying, ask others for help, ask others for help. And I said, okay, well, please make it very obvious who I need to ask help from. And I was led to a YouTube video for an online course that I was interested in taking. And now that I have signed up for it, I am seeing that it is helping me break through those beliefs of not wanting to ask for others for help. It's breaking out of the isolation addiction, the one that is very, very addicting, where we want to push other people away. But in order to unite with people, we have to allow ourselves to ask for help. And you have a very powerful spiritual support team that is going to help you with the shadow work that you are working on right now. Because the line that I'm being drawn to the most, let there be light in this lifetime. This is an indication of your light. So don't let anybody dull that light. Continue to shine like the star that you are, and continue to show up for yourself and the world. Next, we have trust and act accordingly. Yeah, and it just started to rain outside, so definitely picking up on some storm energy that you're going through right now, some inner turmoil. This is why your spirit guides are saying, hey, ask us for help. We can help you get through this. And then to trust and act accordingly. And as I said that, the rain just stopped. So, well, for a minute it did. I can kind of hear it. It's like coming and going. It will go pow, 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 and then it will stop, and then it'll go pow, pow, pow. So it's like this. I feel like you're having moments of like, okay, everything's fine. And then the next day it's like, oh my gosh, this shadow work. Like, just trust, keep showing up, and ask your angels, your spirit guides for help when you need to. You don't have to do it all alone, and you're not meant to. Your next card is your 111-year-old self. And the first thing that I'm being drawn to here is the number 111. You might be seeing that synchronicity on the clock a lot, and that's an indication that what you are thinking is manifesting physically in your reality. So if you are experiencing things in your reality right now that you would not prefer, Spirit is saying that another source of help for you would be to call upon your higher self, your future self, because your future self has been through it all already, and there are many different timelines taking place right now. Everything is happening right now. So your future self could be trying to channel messages through to you at this time. So I want to see, I'm going to place my hand on this card and see if I can hear any specific messages from your future self, pile number 3. Thank you, Spirit. What's being said here? The first thing I heard was don't stop. Keep going with whatever it is you're working on. Keep going with your shadow work. Keep going with your healing, because the lyric in the song, let there be light in this lifetime, you are a light. You are being a light by doing the inner work. What else, Spirit? Thank you. I heard that you age gracefully. They keep saying age gracefully. So if some of you have fears about aging, they're saying stop worrying about that because you age very gracefully. What else, Spirit? What does their future self want to tell them right now? Yeah, some of your future selves want you to specifically come to them and ask for the guidance, because only they can bring those messages through to you. Anything else, Spirit? Yeah, some of them are pointing out that some of you have very long lifespans, that you will live to be over 100 years old. They want me to tell you a story. I kept hearing dancing, and this reminded me, I had a grandmother who actually, she lived to be 100 years old. And her name, we called her Grandma Thompson, and she was very connected to God, very connected to the divine, and just was a faith-based woman. I did not know her very well, but my grandmother told me a story about her. One day, when her younger sister came home from school, she saw Grandma Thompson dancing in the yard. And my Aunt Barbara, who was, her granddaughter, she goes, "Grandma, what are you doing? Why are you dancing in the yard?" And Grandma Thompson said, "God let me know I was going to live to be 100 years old." And she did. She lived to be 100, exactly 100. And that was also the year that she passed on. But that was a very specific message that God gave her in that moment. And this is a story they wanted me to tell you because some of you have a very long lifespan where you will live to be over 100 years old. So if you've had a fear around timing with certain things, that there is nothing to worry about because you have plenty of time to do all the things you want to do. So enjoy every moment in the present right now. Your life's messages, your life is it's extraordinary from beginning to end. It is absolutely extraordinary, and the best is yet to come. Pile number 3. That's what I'm taking away with your 111-year-old self. Next, we have the 4 of Cups in reverse. Okay, what's coming through with this card, Spirit? Some of you are worried that you've missed opportunities, but Spirit wants you to know that when one door closes, another door opens. You have not missed out on anything. It's just important for you to continue to show up. There will be other opportunities. You have not missed out on anything. Just because a door closed does not mean that there's nothing left. So don't get tripped up on an opportunity that has passed you by. There will be more. And I'm being drawn to the lyrics in the song, "No doubt, no pain, come ever again." So this missed opportunity that some of you have experienced has caused a lot of self-doubt. Do not worry about the missed opportunity. Let it go. Stay in the present moment right now and keep moving forward. Keep showing up. There's something even better on the way. You haven't missed out on anything. Just be mindful of opportunities that present themselves and allow yourself to say yes to these opportunities because they will lead you to other people who could potentially help you with your healing, could help you with your business if that's what you have going on right now, a creative project, finding a job, whatever your situation is right now. Just allow yourself to open up to the opportunities that are coming into your life right now. What's in the past, let it go, is what I'm hearing. Anything else with the 4 of Cups in reverse, Spirit? Thank you. I keep hearing dancing, and that's been like a common theme throughout all the piles. They want us to dance with the universe, co-create with the universe. Just get into a flow state, surrender, and truly let the universe manifest through us. What else with the 4 of Cups in reverse, Spirit? Yeah, they're just saying all is not lost. So keep your head up in terms of that. And just be mindful of new opportunities that are coming in. Take every chance is what I'm hearing. So when these opportunities show up, you can allow yourself to have learned the lesson from not taking the opportunities that showed up in the past, this is another opportunity for you to break that pattern of not recognizing them and to move forward and to say yes and allow you to stay open so that you can receive what the universe is wanting to bring to you. Next, we have the lizard. So I'm hearing very adaptable. You're very adaptable. You kind of just do roll with the punches, don't you, pile number 3? What is the message from the lizard here, Spirit? Thank you. They're showing me like the uniqueness of the lizard. See how it's all these different colors? They're showing me how adaptable you are, but also how whatever it is you are working on, how you have a very unique way of expressing it, and you are the only one in the world who can bring the messages about in your own unique way. You're the only one that is able to do this. So this is why it's important for you to continue to show up for yourself in the world, because the world needs your unique light. Because when we allow ourselves to bring our uniqueness into the world with our passions, our creativity, we are holding space for other people to see that it is safe for them to use their unique creativity and expression in the world. So this golden age that we are ascending to right now, it is going to be mind-blowing. Like, just, I'm being shown so much creativity in this world, so much love, a world where it is safe for us to love each other. So continue to use your unique gifts and talents in the way that you do, because nobody's doing it the way that you do. You're very authentic, very unique. I'm hearing that some of you have been hard on yourself because of your uniqueness, and Spirit is saying, let that go. This is part of the specialness that is you. You're not meant to be like everybody else. The way you do it is really flippin' cool, too. Are there any other messages from this lizard card? Thank you, Spirit. They're pointing out your ears. You may very well have clairaudience as well, but this is like unique. They're showing me that you hear in color. You hear things in color. So perhaps you're someone who writes songs or something with music, something with what people listen to, like with a podcast. You have a way of bringing color to people's ears because you yourself hear things in color, is what they're showing me. There's like, I'm just seeing a person with like color, like you have a way of really attuning to people's listening abilities. And when you are listening to something, you hear the color in the message, is what I'm being shown. So your ears are very pertinent to your talent. So tap into the superpower of your ears for sure. You hear color, pile number 3. That's really, really cool. Like you have a, when you're listening to like an audiobook or something, you have an ability to hear the colorful messages that are being brought forth that other people may not have picked up on. That's a gift that comes along with clairaudience as well. So very cool. Next we have, through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. And what was the lyric in the song here? Let there be light in this lifetime, in the cool silent moments of the nighttime. part of bringing light into the lifetime is through prayer and meditation. And what does that do? That creates a ripple effect of light in this lifetime. So if you have a prayer practice, you set intentions, you do mantras, you meditate, it is working because you are connecting with like-minded people all over the world. It's like this ripple effect that is just creating this web of light all over planet Earth. And we are doing it together. And you are a part of that. So congratulate yourself and thank you for being a light in this very chaotic time on planet Earth. When I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. So I'm being drawn to no doubt, no pain. So when that doubt comes up, when that pain comes up, the key is to let yourself sit in that discomfort, to breathe through the pain, because that's how you release the emotion, that's how you release the pain. And when you do that, all that's left is love. So when you accept the love of the universe as your primary teacher, you will always be guided back to the light, which that's the lyric in the song, let there be light in this lifetime. So everything comes back to love. Resonate with love. Love is always the answer. It will always lead you to where you need, and it will always guide you back to the light. So in those moments where you feel like darkness is shrouding you, then just call on love, call on your spiritual teachers, ask them for help, your energetic running buddies, and you will be guided back to the light. There are no wrong turns. Pile number 3. Next we have trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Okay, so for some of you in your current situation right now, there is something you don't have peace about. There's just this nagging feeling that's telling you that something needs to shift in your reality. And when I looked down at my keyboard, I first saw the shift key, and underneath that is control. So I do feel like for some of you, this is in the sense of letting go of control, surrendering, and just letting the answers come to you through your intuition. But I'm going to place my hand on this card and see what Spirit wants to say. Thank you, Spirit. What's the message with this card? Answer the call. Show up for yourself. There's a call for you to let something go in order to keep moving forward. Your authenticity, your soul is really, really speaking to you, and it's getting louder and louder and louder. And that's why it feels like it's a nagging feeling. And that's why you don't feel like you have peace, because there's something, you're meant for more. There's something more meant for you. What else, Spirit? For some of you, the nagging feeling is coming through a sense of boredom. If you find yourself like bored, like seriously bored, that is your soul telling you that it's time to move towards your joy, to override those feelings of boredom. You're not meant to be bored in this life. You are meant to experience adventures and excitement and to have amazing experiences with people in your life. What else, Spirit, with this card? They're showing me cords that need to be cut. There's certain people that you may need to walk away from that no longer serve you. Pay attention to how you feel on the inside. That's your best indication. If you don't have peace about this relationship. That is the nagging feeling that won't leave you alone. But yeah, the nagging feeling that something is off about your current situation, that's going to continue to get louder the longer that you don't pay attention to it. So trust the nagging feeling that is trying to get you to shift in the direction of your joy. And your last card is service. Yes, you are someone with a mission here to be of service to others, to add value to others. So I'm going to place my hand on the card here and see what's coming through. How are they to be of service to others? Spirit, thank you. Some of you shine your light by being teachers, by using your personal experiences to bring awareness. Some of you write about your personal experiences to bring awareness. I'm being drawn to the grandma that's lying in the bed and the gal who's holding her hand. You very well could be what is called a death walker or a death marcher. Your mission could be to help people no longer be afraid of death, because death is something that we should not be afraid of. And this is one of the biggest fears that the divine wants us to help channel these messages into the world. The divine does not want people to be afraid of death. So you very well could communicate with people who have passed on. You could help guide them to the light, is what I'm seeing. And also people who are in the process of dying. You could be someone who helps transmute their fear back into the violet flame, so that when they cross over, they don't take that fear with them, is what I'm seeing. Yeah, some of you very well could have worked in a nursing home or worked in a hospital where you were around a lot of people who have passed on. And what I'm seeing is that your energy, you've actually helped them cross over without really realizing it before your awakening took place. You actually have helped guide them. So you may have found yourself in a lot of situations where people have passed on, and this has served a purpose. This was part of your mission. This was something you came here to do. So if you have found yourself in a lot of situations where people have passed on and you have been there holding their hand, that energy, you were in that energy, channeling energy into them, that death was not to be something that was afraid of. You took their fear from them and they passed on peacefully because of you. And once you have the awareness of this, it makes that easier, because I know death is not something that is easy to be around, but it is definitely not something to fear. And you have given a lot of people who have passed on so much peace. You have given so much peace. Like, I can feel the love from your heart and the peace that you have given these people. It's truly amazing. So you've actually, some of you have been on your mission for a long time already. And that was something that I had to learn about myself as well. I did not know that when I was born into the world that my energy was high vibrational, even though my consciousness for a long time was in the 3D, I had to learn a lot of lessons so that I would be able to use these experiences to help people later. But there are some of you also that have been in service to others by when you walk into a room, your energy affects everyone in the room just because you were born into the world with a high vibration. And one thing that I noticed about this as well is that that energy serves as a mirror to lower vibrational energy as well. And this is not judging the difference in vibration, because we have all been on this journey where we have experienced being in the lower states of consciousness. And you may also have witnessed where, let's say you went to a party and someone comes up to you and you notice that they kind of like, they're just like, hey, and then they turn their back on you, not really wanting to have much to do with you. I don't know how many times I've experienced that, where my energy, not realizing they were picking up on the energy, and it was basically reflecting to them something that they didn't like about themselves. If you have found yourself in those experiences, that's why, because you were someone who was born with a naturally high vibration, and part of your mission was to exude that energy into the places that you find yourself going to. So wherever you go, it's never a coincidence. Your energy just helps heal. Your energy heals in itself. So very, very cool, pile number 3. We've got some magnetic empaths with your energy. We've got some death walkers, death marchers, helping people cross over and not be fearful of that. Your future self wants you to know you have nothing to worry about when it comes to timing. You're going to live to be really, you're going to have a healthy, vibrant life for a long time. You have a long lifespan. Trust the nagging feeling that you feel. See where you don't have peace in your life, because that's an indicator that something needs to change in your reality there, if you so choose to exert your free will to do that. Call on your spirit guides for help and show up for yourself in the world, knowing that other opportunities are going to present themselves to you. If doors have closed, then there is more that's going to be offered up to you, pile number 3. And let there be light in this lifetime. I love that so much. Very cool. That is all I am seeing, pile number 3. If your messages resonated, if you enjoyed the reading, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I will see you on the next one. Bye. Hey, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. Which Stevie Nicks song has a message for you? I will be using a Spotify playlist called This is Stevie Nicks, so let's see what your song is. We got Nightbird. I will go channel the lyrics from that song and I will be right back. Sit tight, pile number 4. Okay, pile number 4, here are your channeled lyrics from the song Nightbird by Stevie Nicks. And the summer became the fall. I was not ready for the winter. It makes no difference at all, 'cause I wear boots all summer long. I have your pile right here. Let's see what your messages are. My positive energy leaves a powerful impression on the world. When I've overshared, I simply say, wait, why am I talking? Okay, pile number 4. So with your lyrics and the first 2 cards here, I feel like you're someone who is authentically you, and you don't let societal norms define who you are. like in the song here, because I wear boots all summer long. So wearing winter clothing in the middle of summer. If you feel like doing that, that is what you do. This is just like the energy of, if I feel like doing something, I'm going to do it despite what everyone else says is normal. So that's the vibe I'm getting from the song here, and it makes no difference at all. That is a lyric. So there's just this carefree attitude. I feel like you've done a lot of healing in terms of not caring what other people think, because there we have, my positive energy leaves a powerful impression on the world. So the fact that you are authentic and true to yourself, that affects everybody you come in contact with. They pick up on your realness, your authenticity. But Spirit is showing me that there has been a tendency here to overshare information about yourself too early on in a relationship. And that's because you're comfortable with who you are. And I personally, if you wanted to share something with yourself and that's how you felt in the moment, I'm not going to tell you that you're wrong for doing that. But I will say that if you have found yourself in situations where you have overshared and it was information that you found you shared with someone who wasn't authentic to themselves and maybe use that information against you in some way, something like that is what I'm being shown here, to make sure that your connection with people in your life is solidified to the point where you can trust people with this type of information about you. Because sometimes if we overshare something about ourselves without really having a solid base of trust with someone, and then they go on and deceive us in a certain way, then that can come back to haunt us. So making sure that the relationship has gotten off the ground a little bit before you dive into that darkness to share with someone. Now it just depends on the situation, because I am definitely somebody who has probably overshared, but when we do that, I feel like we're doing it from a place of love in our heart, because we want to connect authentically with people. We're allowing ourselves to be vulnerable in that moment. But oftentimes, if it's done too early in a relationship, that can push people away as well. So be discerning with what you are sharing with people that you are just newly meeting. Next, we have, a light grows brighter only by lighting another. Yeah, you're here to light other people's lights because you're a light. You don't conform to what the world says you conform to. And that's why your light shines so brightly. And that's why your positive energy leaves a lasting, powerful impression on the world. I'm going to place my hand on this card and see what is coming through here. Spirit wants to show me specific examples of how you have lit other people's candles. You stand up for people. They're showing me examples when you were in high school or junior high, even elementary school, where one of your friends would get into an argument with someone and you would always step in and stand up for them, because you could see the light in the situation. You could see when the deception, you could see where other people were lying. You're very loyal. You stand up for the people that you love. And when you've done this, when you have stood up for people, it has actually empowered your friends to want to stand up for themselves and to stand up for the people in their life. Very cool. What else, Spirit? How else has pile number 4 lit other people up? You complimented people a lot, and you still do. Your compliments have a ripple effect because people can feel from you that they are genuine, and you're not just saying something to get something from them. People feel the authenticity in your compliments. And a lot of people have paid it forward based off of a compliment that you have given them. You've been an example for your family as well. I feel like for those of you who have started moving towards your joy and your passion, your creativity, I think you're finding that other people in your family are starting to do the same thing. Like you might have an aunt who created a podcast, or someone who's writing a book in your family, because they're seeing how success is reaching you because of your fearlessness. And I do feel that this is healing that's taking place in your ancestral lineage. You're seeing reflections of the healing in your family. You might have family members who are reaching out to you who don't normally reach out to you, wanting to hang out. It's because they're picking up on the energy of the healing that you have done within yourself. So if you were wondering if your ancestral healing was working, it is. So just pay attention to how certain members of your family are rising with you. They're rising because you're choosing to rise. What else with this card, Spirit? They're pointing out the color green. So the color green may be significant to you for something, but also the color green is reminiscent of the heart chakra. So I feel like the fact that you are someone who knows how to keep your heart open, that has served you well. You help other people open their hearts, especially if they have kept it closed for a long time. You show people that it's safe for them to keep their heart open no matter what. So you're very bright light. And the more that you use these strengths of yours, your light is only going to continue to grow brighter because of that. Next we have justice in reverse. Okay, so there is some karma playing out here. Spirit, what is this karma? What is this karmic cycle? They're pointing out the oversharing again. There's a karmic cycle here that needs to be broken in regards to that. And it's about healthy boundaries and making sure that a relationship is solidified before you truly let someone into that part of your soul. Now, this does not mean to like close your heart off to people, because you're not somebody who typically does that. You're somebody who's an open book, is what I'm seeing. So, not asking you to change at all in that regard. Is just being mindful of what you share with other people when it comes to personal experiences about yourself. What else is going on with this Justice card in reverse, Spirit? There's something here with pregnancy, and I'm hearing a miscarriage for some of you. I'm being shown that this is a pattern in your ancestral lineage, and it can stop with you. There is a guided meditation from Sandra Rolus, Rolus, on YouTube, and it's a womb blessing. And it's about 40 minutes long, but it is very, very powerful. It helps to remove any fear or pain stored in the womb that will help to bless your womb and help you to break that pattern of any negative, toxic energy that has perpetuated in the mother line womb, down the mother line. So if in the history of all the women in your family, there's a history of miscarriage, of sexual abuse, of trauma, and strife between mothers and daughters, this is a karmic cycle that has perpetuated, and you are someone that chose to come here to break this pattern once and for all. And this meditation, I'm going to drop it in the description below because it has helped me so much, because these are also things that have been experienced in my mother line, in my ancestral lineage. And there is a very powerful mantra, and she says, "The womb is not a place to store fear and pain. The womb is a place to create and give birth to new life and a new version of myself." So I'm going to drop that guided meditation down there so you can get this womb blessing and to transmute and break this toxic cycle of pain and hurt that has been perpetuating in your mother line. It has helped me so much, and if this is something you are interested in doing, I will drop it down in the description box below for your convenience. Next we have snake. So yeah, just another reiteration of a cycle. See how there's a circle there, and the snake epitomizes that toxic energy. But see how the circle is just so beautiful with all the different colors. It's like the light shining within, and once the snake lets go, it's like that can infuse out into the world, just allowing you to leave your positive energy on the world in an impactful and powerful way even more. So yes, there is a very strong karmic cycle, and I feel it's, for a lot of you, it's within your ancestral lineage, relationship specifically between mothers and daughters. But I'm going to place my hand on the Justice card in reverse and the Snake card together here and see if there's anything else. What other patterns are being worked through right now? There's a cycle of depression that I'm picking up on as well. You haven't always seen how your light has affected people, but you are so bright. And depression is not something that you can just snap out of. I know because I was diagnosed with it back in 2013 and I actually took medication for it. So I know it's not something that you can just snap out of. But once I had my spiritual awakening, I was shown how we can choose how we want to feel. We can choose our thoughts. It is a process, but with consistency, it is so, so powerful. And you move into that energy. You move away from the depressive energy the more that you allow yourself to see your light. Your light is so bright. Let that light exude from within you. What else is going on here with these karmic cycles, Spirit? Thank you. I'm being shown some of you are actually pregnant right now. But this child is truly gifted. I'm hearing psychic abilities. You will see from a very young age how your child picks up on energies around them. And they're also going to have a energy very much like yours. They're showing me the snake on the card here. They're showing me how the snake is wrapped around the womb, but how there is a very powerful child within the womb who is kind of going to bust certain beliefs also within your ancestral lineage, in addition to the work that you were already doing. Yeah, this child is very high vibrational, very high energy, and from a very young age will channel messages into the world in a very powerful way. And this child is going to bring you so much joy. So much joy. And if you are not pregnant yet, I feel after you do this womb blessing and you break this karmic pattern once and for all, shortly after that, I'm hearing within the year, you may find yourself pregnant. And since I'm picking up on mother energy, I do feel that this is going to be a daughter for a lot of you. Or this could also be a son who just has a very strong divine feminine presence as well. But this child, whatever gender they are, or if they don't identify with any gender, they are going to know how to balance feminine and masculine really, really easily. And this is also something they will continue to teach you how to do as time goes on. So very, very cool. Next we have the camel. Okay, what message is coming through with the camel, Spirit? Thank you. They are pointing out the hump that is on a camel's back for some reason. What's the message here, Spirit? Thank you. I just got like chills. I feel like the hump represents like you going over the hurdles with no problem. What were the chills meaning, Spirit? Thank you. I feel like the chills are significant message that you receive from your spirit guides is what they're showing me. You may feel like chills when something is being confirmed to you. What is the message specifically from the camel? They're saying hydrate, drink more water, because water will activate light codes within you the more hydrated that you are. It helps energy flow through your system easier when you are hydrated. Yeah, they're pointing out the hump on the camel's back. If you have been having back issues, I'm seeing that stretching would help. And also to nurture and support yourself, because our back is the support system within our body. It supports us. And if we don't feel like we are being supported in our life, we might manifest that physical pain in our backs. So definitely do some stretching to get the movement flowing in your back. And also nurture and support yourself. You can say affirmations, you can do meditations with that. It's just important to nurture and support yourself, and also hydrate with water so that light codes and activations can flow easily through your body. Next, we have I choose to learn through love. So, yeah, with the depression energy that I was picking up on before, I feel like this has caused you in the past to make decisions out of fear. But with this new awareness that you were coming into, you're going to see how powerful love really is, and that when you choose to learn through love, that it dissipates that energy so quickly. So I'm going to place my hand on the card here. What is pile number 4 going to learn through love? Right away they're saying everything. They're saying you learn everything through love. With I'm hearing your family. So this ancestral healing is coming up again. And you're learning a new way of relating to your family, because now you have the awareness of the cycles that take place and how difficult they can be to break. and having compassion, seeing your family members that may have hurt you in the past through the lens of love, choosing to learn through love is going to transcend your reality in a very powerful way. And it's already taking place. That's why you're seeing members of your family rise with you, because you're choosing to learn through love. You're teaching them to learn through love as well by what you have been doing. Anything else, Spirit? And loving yourself. Really learning to love yourself. You learn the most about love by loving yourself first and foremost, because then you see love reflected to you in reality because of the love that you are exuding on the inside. So love is a very powerful teacher, and it is at play in your life right now. Next we have Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? Okay, I'm going to place my hand on the card. The warrior energy, they're just showing me how you always stand up for people that you love. But is there some area of your life that has been calling to you? Has your soul been calling to you? Have you answered that calling? What do you want to say in regards to this card, Spirit? Thank you. I'm hearing the weather. The weather has very powerful messages to you about what your calling is. In what way, Spirit? Thank you. It's linked to emotions, the weather and emotions. Some of you have a mission that involves the weather. Perhaps you reported the weather on the news? Maybe some of you have aspirations to dig deeper into the weather. I am hearing weather alteration. I think some of you have come into the awareness about how the weather has been controlled. And some of you have aspirations to learn more about the weather so that the true nature of the weather can be reported. And also like climate change. Maybe some of you have missions to help the environment. I'm hearing global warming as well. Yes, you want to, there's a lot of you here who want to make a difference when it comes to our climate. You want to be one of the heart-centered leaders that takes charge and presents this information in a true way, because you're very true and authentic to yourself already. But I am seeing that there is some fears about how you can go about this. Meditate on it, and Spirit will reveal to you how you can go about moving towards your dreams. What else? What other deep callings do we have here, Spirit? Yeah, they are pointing me to the lyrics in the song. And the summer became the fall. I was not ready for the winter. They're pointing out the changes in the seasons. And how some of you are here to make a really big impact when it comes to weather and the transitions into the seasons and learning all about that stuff. There's a very powerful mission here. Anything else with what is your deepest calling? I am hearing singing as well. And the name of the song is Nightbird. So I do feel that being outside gives you inspiration for songs you're writing or anything creative. Being outside, you receive downloads because your mission is so tied to the weather and being outside in Mother Nature that you get your best downloads and inspiration when you're meditating outside, when you're walking through nature. And I'm being shown actual birds who fly above you. When they do that, when you see birds flying above you, they are giving you downloads as well. They are tuning to your frequency, and they are giving you energy that will fuel your your passion, your creativity. So those of you who are still not sure what your deepest calling is, getting out in nature will definitely help you figure out what that is, because you're very connected to the earth and to the weather and to Mother Nature. So very cool. Your last card is rejection. So yes, this is the fear. This is the fear that is holding you back, a fear of rejection. But Spirit wants you to know that you were never rejected. You're just directed into a direction that is better suited for you. If you're rejected, it means there's something better. And that if this situation, if you had not been rejected, it would lead into a situation that you would rather not prefer, and it would keep you from your destiny. So Spirit is saying, change your perception of how you view rejection. Instead of getting angry about being rejected, well, first and foremost, if you're angry about that, that is valid. But if you want to break out of this cycle, be thankful for the rejection, knowing that something better is on the way. That is how you break through rejection. And also exposing yourself to rejection, allowing yourself to fail, to be rejected. Because when you get into that mode, you are that much closer to your yes, pile number 4. So don't let rejection hold you back. Do whatever you can to change your mindset in terms of how you view rejection. That is what will help you. So that is all that I am seeing, pile number 4. If your messages resonated, if you enjoyed the reading, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.